You've invested a lot of time and energy into building your website. Your content is top-notch, you have high organic search rankings, but there is one problem. You still aren't getting any results. Are your blog posts not good enough? Are you targeting the wrong audience? Do you need to do videos instead of blogging? Before you start thinking who you need to fire, answer this. Did you ask your reader to subscribe to your newsletter, download your lead magnet, or whatever it was you wanted them to do? In other words, did you give them a call to action? Today, we will talk about one of the most important but often overlooked tools on your blog, a call to action. What makes a good CTA? Which CTAs you need? Where to place them? What the best examples of calls to action look like? Let's go. Hi there, my name is Katerina. Every week I share useful tips and insights on content marketing and writing. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss them. What many businesses misunderstand about CTAs is that you can't just put a contact us form or button on every page of your website and expect everyone to click on it. People who come to your website are all different. They have different goals and different awareness levels. This means that every page on your website needs to be targeted at a specific audience and aligned with a specific stage of awareness. Your CTAs are going to be different depending on who is reading your content, what their goals and motivations are, and what they would care to do next. So here is the first rule of a good CTA. Rule 1. A CTA should meet the needs of your audience at their stage of the buyer's journey by offering something valuable, something that solves their problem and move them to the next stage of their journey. For example, let's look at this blog post created for top-of-the-funnel readers on the BigCommerce blog. E-commerce trends that are powering online retail forward. The CTA here is download a guide about 7 retail strategies to overcome a growth plateau. How does it meet the audience's needs in their stage of the buyer's journey? Apparently, e-commerce entrepreneurs, the target audience of this blog post, are looking to learn where things are headed in e-commerce. The reason why they're interested in this is that their business growth has started to taper off. In other words, they've reached a plateau and are looking for ways to restart their business. The CTA encourages e-commerce entrepreneurs to take action because it promises to solve this problem. Rule 2. There is a reason why call to action has the word action in it. You won't get people to do something unless you tell them exactly what they need to do. Make sure your CTA starts with an action verb that pushes readers to take action. For example, if you write pricing on a button where you want people to click, it might not be as effective as pick your plan. Also, keep in mind that your CTA needs to be straightforward and it needs to tell people exactly what to expect on the other side of the link. Instead of writing, click here, consider writing something along the lines, learn more about our rewards program. Rule 3. Because you want people to do something in your blog post, your CTA needs to be about them, not about you. Don't say, we create the best possible digital product to bring knowledge to people worldwide. Learn more. Instead, use a customer-centric approach by saying, build the future of education with a team of experts by your side. Explore our works. Rule 4. Keep it clear and concise. Don't try to sound smart with your CTAs. Don't use sophisticated phrases and complex sentences. Use language everyone understands. For example, instead of writing, embrace technological innovation to improve employee performance management, schedule a call. Say, want to build an app that automates performance workflows? Schedule a call. Instead of writing, streamline your educational business processes, free trial. Say, calm your nerves and focus on educating. Try AirSlate. Now, let's look at the best examples of CTAs that guide the readers through their buying journey. Pay attention to 3 things: copy, color, and position, so you could better understand how to design your own CTAs. Get readers to read more of your content. High bounce rate and poor conversions can be fixed by increasing the time a user spends on your website. The longer someone stays on your site, and the more pages they click through during their visit, the more they learn about your business. To make your readers stay long enough to discover what you have to offer, you need to include a CTA that encourages a reader to click through to other posts. You can do this simply by including internal links and by highlighting CTAs in the text. For example, here's a screenshot from a blog of one of our clients, a company called Bridge. It gives a nice preview of another blog post that we want the reader to check out. And here is another way to implement in-text CTAs to related articles from Unbound's blog. Get readers to subscribe to your email list. To make people subscribe to your newsletter, you can offer them the best content delivered weekly and lifetime access to all of your resources, like SlickNote does here. SlickNote is a lead generation tool that lets you create personalized and engaging pop-ups. When it comes to the position of your CTA, you can implement a persistent header like the one on the Miro blog. Publication by Miro about the future of distributed teamwork. With this line, Miro lets their readers know where they are and what their blog is about while spreading the knowledge about their brand. Intercom also uses a persistent header for subscription CTA. A company called Groove that provides customer service software also has a persistent header on their website. To encourage more people to subscribe to their newsletter, they use a well-known marketing tactic, social proof. Join more than 250,000 of your peers, plus daily promise. Don't miss the latest tips, tools, and tactics at the forefront of customer support. Get readers to learn about your product. For middle and bottom of the funnel prospects, you can implement CTAs that encourage them to click through to your sales page to learn more about your product or service or to start a free trial. Here are a few examples of how you can implement this kind of CTA. A company that provides a learning management system called Kajabi offers a free trial at the end of their blog post. Miro, a visual collaboration platform, has a sidebar CTA to a sales page that explains what Miro has to offer to enterprise companies. Get readers to share their contact information. Finally, some of the most effective CTAs that encourage readers to share their contact information are the ones that offer valuable content. No wonder marketers call this content a lead magnet. It pulls website visitors like a magnet and turns them into leads. Let's see a few examples. With this bottom of the post CTA with the promise proven sales placed to drive faster growth, Intercom wants to persuade its readers to download its book about sales. You can also place a CTA to download a lead magnet on the right or left side of the page. HubSpot, for example, uses a sliding pop-up to encourage people to download the free guide plus 4 templates on how to stay productive. Summit Age uses a sidebar CTA to turn readers into leads with a very seducing offer. A series of lessons on how to double conversions on a SaaS website. Kajabi, a product I've already mentioned, uses a pop-up that offers a free guide on how to build a mini course and launch your online business in 30 days. As you can see on the left, they also have a CTA Get Free Insights to boost email signups. Finally, Shopify offers people to register for a free webinar on how to find and source a winning product to sell using an in-text CTA. Pay attention to how precisely they explain what the webinar is going to be about using customer-centered copy. To sum up, there are a lot of different ways on how you can get people to do something in your blog post. You can encourage them to read more of your content, learn more about your products or services, get on your email list, and share their contact information so you could develop relationships with your leads, nurturing them through their buying process. The next thing you should do is design your own CTA. I hope I provided enough examples to give you an idea of how to do that. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel and you'll never miss a new video on content marketing and writing. You had to see this coming. Thanks for watching. Я Катерина. Пока-пока.